Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show, high noon show, obviously late, with your host, Fearless Floyd, me. And today we're going to talk about scammers. Yeah, my favorite subject. So we're going to deal with them one by one, and I'm going to show you guys the facts again. Uh, you know, I know some of you are really snowed in or confined by the inclement weather. Some of you don't even have internet access, so you're probably not going to watch this video. But when it does pop up, you have something to watch. So you're welcome for that. Uh, you know, like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell, leave a comment below. Uh, when I did my live a couple days ago, and when I went to process it afterwards, I had 8 likes and 3 views. So y'all guys go do the math. All right. This is what I try to explain to you. People who tell the truth, people who are giving you the real facts are suppressed. Okay. The ones who blow up overnight and become these just superstar sensations with thousands of subscribers should question how they got so big so quickly. I mean, ask yourself, what's pushing them? What makes them blow up? So, we all know that we shouldn't title ourselves with specific words, terms, and phrases. Otherwise, we're labeled something on par with a domestic terrorist, correct? Yet, you folks continue to follow, listen to, and pay these people who are clearly sovereign citizens, admittedly, openly. So, what does that make you guys? You're sovereign citizens. You're doing the same thing they're doing. You're part of their group. You're filing their paperwork. You're listening to them. You're watching them, interacting with them in their groups, going to their seminars. You're a sovereign citizen. Okay. I'm telling you, y'all guys are getting psyoped. Y'all don't realize it because the story sounds great. You know, it's just that one little thing that boom, throws the whole narrative off, but you didn't see it because the story sounded so good. And the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow was just so grandiose that you just overlooked that little red flag that popped up, that little speed bump. You went, what the hell was that? Oh, I got to get that pot of gold, man. I can't look back. Right. And then when you do start getting red flag, you're like, oh man, I'm in so deep now, I can't get out. And if you do get out, now you're embarrassed, you're shamed, you're confused. You've lost a year, 18 months, 2 years following this person down a road to nowhere. So when I get deeper into this video, I'm going to start showing you this stuff, how the scams work, what the cult manifest is. All right, you guys, God bless you. Please, God bless you. And I mean that, Here, let me whip out the whole Bible. Please, God bless you guys out there, right? I mean, y'all just don't even, I mean, I can't make you comprehend what I'm saying. I try. That's why in my last video, I titled it, Do I Need to Beat Your Head Against the Wall? I mean, what's it going to take? You have to lose everything, lose something valuable, an asset, a valuable asset behind doing some bullshit behind these people, or spending thousands of dollars and wasting all of your spare time and energy when you should be focusing on something else. Y'all are getting taken for a ride. All right. And I'm going to dive in, because y'all know how I roll. I swear to tell truth, whole truth, nothing but truth. So help me God. Absolutely. Okay. You're not going to get that from them. You're not going to get that from any of these people. All the people I'm fixing to profile, you're not getting it from them. You're not going to get what you get from me. Absolutely not. Let's see. Let me figure it out. Okay. That's not what I wanted first. For all this stuff that's happening. I want to start. Let's just start with being a sovereign citizen. Okay. Let's just do that. Let me get over here. Share my sound, optimize for video clips. And here we go. I'm on YouTube, folks. Try to hide this. There you go. All right. This is YouTube, as you see right here. Not like I'm hiding something. You see what pops right up. Okay. And I just typed in sovereign. Not a sovereign citizen, just sovereign. So let's see what pops up. Sovereign citizen, right to travel, fail in New York. Okay. All I put in here was sovereign. Sovereign citizens. Who are sovereign citizens and what are they trying to achieve? Schedule your test drive today. Sovereign shuts down a municipal corporation. To save time, start at 3:20. I never charge. 110,000 views 2 years ago. And I believe this is from October 17th, 2022. 22, 20, or 21, maybe. This was the first video that Christopher Hauser ever published. Okay. We're going to play this video. I'm not going to play it all. I'm going to play the beginning and I'm going to play the very tail end right here. And I want you to hear what Christopher Allen Hauser actually has to say. It's the stupidity to say, okay? And I'll address that in a minute. So,
but I don't want to keep it on because he has given me gracious time to get the things out of the building that I want, because there's a few more things there that I want to get out of the basement. And so after the 15th, and I'm not going to have anything to do with the building. So I'd like to have some questions answered.
Okay. If you're wanting to do general maintenance and repair on the house that's up the street, there's not a permit that's required for that.
He told me that in the beginning for both buildings.
Okay. If you're doing general maintenance and repair, you don't. Now,
he told me also that if you're going to put a roof over top of the roof and not tear the roof off, you don't have to have a permit. And that's what I'm doing. You go by there and see the tins on top of the shingles.
Well, when it comes to re-roofing, if you're going to be re-roofing more than 50% of the roof, then we do require a permit for that. And that's, we like to look and make sure that you're not overloading the roof assembly, the trusses, by putting multiple layers. Also, we check and make sure that the any penetrations have the proper boots and they're sealed and that type of thing. So if you're going to re-roof more than 50% of it, sir, we would need a permit there.
Well, there's not 50% left to re-roof. And at the time, he told me a permit was not required if you go over top of what you have. That's all I know. And that's been several years ago.
Yes, yes.
And so I don't know, things are constantly changing. And so I don't know.
Okay. And, you know, when you go into a house and you're going to do some repair and remodel and renovation.
Okay. That's not Christopher Hauser. Apparently Christopher Hauser is with this guy. Okay. And, I've never even watched this video, to be honest with you. So I'm watching it with you. So we'll go on. It looks like they're trying to work out some amicable deal with some lingering issue with the city. But when I play the tail end of it and you hear what Christopher Allen Hauser has to say, if you are not shocked, you will be after I tell you the circumstances, because you don't know Christopher Allen Hauser's circumstances. So let's carry on. Oh, and I apologize. This is not an audio issue on my end. It's the actual video. Their audio is not really that loud, so bear with us.
If you're not going to get into the wall system, you know, let's say more than 50% of the wall system, expose more than 50% of the stud structure, that type of thing, we don't need a permit for that.
Well, when I purchased the structure, a lot of that was already done. They didn't take the last, the plaster fell down, they knocked the plaster down. So I was just planning to put sheetrock back over the top of it and, painting it and putting carpet in and things like that.
Sure.
And so, but he wouldn't even let me finish the roof, and immediately after we purchased it, bam, 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 just like that. And so,
All right, I'm not going to make us sit through all of this, but obviously this is Chris sitting next to him. Looks like Chris is moving, so.
Brad, is the city of Greenville incorporated? Answer yes or no. It's that simple.
I would assume yes, it's incorporated.
Okay, I know it is for a fact.
Okay.
You can go to do a Google search and go to an organization called Dun and Bradstreet. Okay, that lists all the corporations in the United States and some overseas. If you put in City of Greenville, and then
That's an inaccurate
Greenville,
statement, because all corporations don't have to register with Dun & Bradstreet. They can register with Standard & Poor's, they can Moody's. There are all other commercial agencies out there. So that's a 100% misstatement by Christopher Allen Hauser, Mr. Legal Constitutional Expert, that guy.
Tennessee, they're going to give you a corporate number. The city of Greenville is a corporation. The county of Greene County is a corporation. Unless it's an unincorporated community, it's a corporation. So here's where we're at. I purchased this property. Constitutionally purchased this property. Okay, I paid for it with gold coins. Article 10, Section 1, Article 10, or Article 1, Section 10 of the Constitution of the United States says only gold and silver coins shall be used as tender for payment of a debt. I tendered the payment of a debt for the property. It also says that the legislation shall have no power to interfere with the contracts. Legislation has no power to create laws impairing the obligation of contract. We have a contract together. Okay, I don't intend to register a deed. The definition of registration is to prepare a security for sale to the public. I don't intend to sell this property to the public. This property is constitutionally mine. When you say 50%, I'm assuming that because it's a registered deed, that the county owns it. Does the county have any property rights in the property of an individual due to the deed?
No, say that again. I mean, I'm confused.
When you say that I need a permit, right? Permit is permission. Am I correct? Like license. A license is, the definition of license is permission from a competent authority to do an act which without said permission would be illegal, a trespass, or a tort. So a license is permission to break the law.
Well,
If I believe that Greenville as a corporation that I need permission from you to do something that would otherwise be illegal, I don't recognize the city of Greenville as a competent authority. I purchased this constitutionally. Okay? Me and this man here, me and this man are the only men in this room right now. Except maybe this man over here. I don't know what his purpose is here. But you all are wearing hats. You're working in your fictitious entity. That's why we cannot sue you as the human being. But here's where we're at right now. This property belongs to me constitutionally. It doesn't matter anymore what he has done with it. It belongs to me now. And an allodial title is on its way. You're recording this just like I am. You can look that all up later. But I'm telling you right now, that property belongs to me. And anyone that trespasses on that property will be arrested by a constitutional sheriff. I don't know if you understand what that means. But if this goes where I think you might want to take it, be advised. That property now belongs to me. It does not matter who's going to be on it or what they do to it if I give them permission to do it.
as far as what we do and the reason for the permit and where it is, myself and Mr. Laughlin, we're basically public safety officers.
Okay, I'm the only one going to be in the building. Why are you concerned about the public safety?
Well, when we issue a permit, we do inspections to make sure that, you know.
I'm not asking for a permit. You understand that?
Yes. What are your plans for the building?
It's none of your business. The legislation shall make no laws impairing the obligation of contract. What I do with the business is up to me. If I allow him to work on the building, it's because he has my permission. I have permitted him to work on the building. I don't need permission. I'm a man. Not only am I a man, I am not a resident of Tennessee, nor am I a United States citizen. I am a servant of the Most High, a sojourner on the land.
Okay, see, now they think he's freaking lost his mind. What? You're not a resident of Tennessee, but yet you're here talking about some property that's in Tennessee? Yeah, they're all just sitting there bewildered, just like, what is this guy talking about? Nothing he's talking about registers with anything that we do. You can go back and watch the recording he told them. Man, yeah, let's continue on. Sorry.
That's where we're at with this right now. So, and the reason I'm recording this is so that you are aware and you are all noticed that any attempt to do anything with this land, okay, I've heard him say it. If he doesn't do nothing to it, you're going to demolish it and then you're going to charge him. Why? What gives you permission to take someone else's property and destroy it?
The reason why it's been brought, here and we're in this situation is it's been communicated to us by everybody that lives right beside of it that, it's burned and it's causing them, issues.
What, with like allergies? What, with like allergies or something like that?
Well, yeah, it's a burned structure, and the lady that lives right next door, she's elderly. The burned structure is right there within 15 feet, and that's why we're here, and that's why we're doing this. Is we're trying to help others in the community, with this. It's
By
right
telling me I can't work on the building without getting thrown in jail, that's how you help others?
Then you want to tear it down and charge somebody. Here's where we're at. This doesn't concern him anymore.
Okay.
This is me and you, okay? He's totally out of here. He's totally out of here. He won't be taxed anymore for that piece of property. That belongs to me. I won't be taxed either. Because taxes are a contribution imposed. Okay, do you understand that? You guys pay taxes, am I correct? Okay, if you look up the definition of taxes, it says that a tax is a contribution imposed. What's a contribution? It's a gift, is it not? Do you not contribute to your churches? A contribution by definition is a gift. To impose by definition is to trick by deception. So if you as a corporation, and when I say you, I say the city of Greenville, as a corporation, are taxing individuals on property that you claim you don't own, then you're tricking these people into gifting their money, their hard-earned money. You pay federal taxes, right? Y'all pay federal taxes from your jobs? Do you know that you don't have to do that? You can file a W-8 BEN, and this corporation that you're working for will stop taking your FICA taxes out, and it's totally legal. The IRS will give you the form.
Breaking news, folks. I told y'all I was going to give y'all breaking news on Christopher Allen Hauser, and I'm glad he just brought that up, because guess who had an IRS tax lien, and they just recently settled it. I didn't mention any names, did I? Breaking news. Has he done a video about that and given y'all that experience? Told you I hide Easter eggs right in the middle of this video. Most of you already peeled off and went, he's talking about Christopher Hauser. We've heard all that. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah. Yeah. Chris settled. Apparently, he worked out a plea bargain agreement. And for somebody that has a prior conviction for multiple felonies, the sentencing guidelines would be quite stiff on the federal level, unless maybe you did something to lighten the sentence. What do you think that might be, folks? Anybody out there who has access to LexisNexis, Christopher Allen Hauser, go look him up. I keep telling you, folks, do your own research. And when you realize what's going on, you'll understand. 90% of the people out there pitching processes are psyops or deliberately leading you down a road to nowhere to take your money. 90%. Take it from somebody who vets people all day long. For those of you who call me or text me or email me or contact me in one of the social media platforms asking me about people, what do you know about this person, entity, group, etc., etc.? And you always get the truth, regardless. Some I know a little about, some I know. But when you guys report back to me your experiences about you with some of these groups, entities, that's how I'm able to tell other people who to avoid and who to stay in contact with, who has good information, who can get you to the path. All right. This is what I tell everybody. I don't know what you've done. I don't know what you haven't done. I don't know what you know, and I don't know what you don't know. I don't know what your goals are, and I'm pretty sure you don't even know what your own goals are. So I encourage everybody to write down what your goals are. in this thing, whatever it is. If it's to get on the do not detain list, if it's find somehow to discharge your bills, if it's to find a way to pay off your mortgage, if it's to find a way to get rid of CPS or get out of some court case, or whatever that looks like in your life, okay? Write down those goals. Okay, you don't have to do it all in one sitting, but write them down. When you write them all down and you think you've accomplished, I mean, you've not categorized, but itemized them all, then prioritize them. Which one is if the greatest need? Well, let's see. I'm having to work. I'm having to work 2 jobs. I don't have much time to study because my bills are so high. So if I found a way to pay off my bills, then I wouldn't have to work so much and give me more time to study so I could accomplish these other goals. Well, so okay, my first priority be how do I accomplish something to alleviate my monthly nut that I got to bust every month to survive, or to make a little bit of money I could kick back in savings for an investment. Okay. So now I lost my train of thought on that one, where I was going with it. Man, totally lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'll get back to it. I'll remember here in a second. Man, there's a bunch of people in DC. Scammers. Oh yeah, Alan Glenn. Oh God. I'm looking at the chat now. All right, Yoshi. Raymond De Leon should be on the scammer list. I have no idea who that is. If you have some information you'd like to send me on him, or contact me, as always, the Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. Send me an email or find me on Telegram, send me a DM. Definitely Lone Wolf Patrick Marino. He's actually he used to be so slammed he didn't have time to do anything. Now I found him over on Facebook floating around. Derek Gonzalez. Yeah, I will have to say Derek is taking advantage of people. Smoking Baby, I really just don't have that much interaction with Sean. That's Sean Haggerty, by the way. I've asked him to come on the show. He's declined. And I've asked Derek, and I have a feeling when I ask people to come on my show, they won't come on. And the reason they don't want to come on is because they've done something in the past that they think I'm going to do a gotcha on, and that's really not what I'm trying to do with anybody. I present the evidence and fuck, you come on the show and rebut it. That's how this works because it's my show. So I'm not trying to do a gotcha, if I ask you to come on my show, I want to pick your brain. Okay. You obviously have some information that I would like to obtain or share with other people. That's why. Alan Glenn. Yeah. Let me tell you guys about Alan Glenn. Man, you try to help people out, and, my best friend, no good deed goes unpunished. And that's really a true thing, man. It just sucks trying to help people and they stab you in the eye. They don't stab you in the back, they stab you right in the eye. And that's what Alan Glenn did. I brought him in, made him an administrator, and let him moderate all my Telegram groups for the trust classes. And as a reward for doing that, I gave him all the classes for free, helped him out, whatever. And then he started selling trust packages, doing trust for people via my channel, or charging people consultations that he got in the group. And I don't mind you helping anybody, man, but if you're using my platform to make money with my people, you're going to break off to me and again in the story. Okay. Because if I have something and I allow somebody else to sell it, and you can ask anybody, it's 50-50, or it's a 3-3-3, me, Ann, and them. That's how that works. And they'll all tell you that. That's just how I roll. Everybody gets an equal share because everybody put in an effort. So that's how I roll. All right. So anyway, I had to block and get rid of Alan Glenn, and he's a parasite. So yeah, definitely. Thank you, Yoshi. Felicia Beverly. Now, Felicia and I talk. We do share information. Felicia's not a scammer. Felicia's out there struggling, learning, poking the bear just like we are. So uh, I've never had a bad report from anybody on Felicia Beverly. So that I can tell you with assurance. So I don't know why you have her on your list. Maybe you had a bad experience from her or through her. So I have no idea. But let's get back to this Christopher Allen Hauser video because we're halfway through it. And I want you to hear what he says here at the end, and I'll explain this. But, basically what we're looking at is he's already labeling himself a sovereign citizen, sovereign, okay? And he's throwing all this terminology at him that, if they're aware of the sovereign citizen movement, they're catching the dog whistle words. And, that's why you don't see a reaction out of them because they're just like, yeah, whatever. This guy's lost his mind. Let him talk. So that's what they're doing. So let's continue.
I don't know what you guys are paying in FICA taxes, but I know you're probably making some good money. You don't have to do that, and we don't either. I'm not registering the property. That's not going to happen. And the reason I'm not going to do it, and I know I don't have to, is because I've done this with multiple properties, and I've never been taxed. Nor
Again,
are the people I
lie by Christopher Allen Hauser, because I did a video in my video series. I've probably done about a dozen videos on Christopher Allen Hauser, catching him in all these lies. Yeah, he didn't pay property taxes. He had to go in and settle with them. Okay. He says he paid in precious metals to settle with them. And whether or not that's true, I have no idea. But yeah, so that's a misstatement.
bought the properties from being asked to pay the taxes. We've got a contract with a date on it. When you send this man a bill for taxes, he's going to go right down there and say, I don't owe this. I don't own this land. You're not going to be able to come after me for the taxes on it because I haven't entered into a contract with you giving you permission to tax me. Test me on this. Test me on this. I promise you, you won't like the way it goes. So that's where we're at today. I'm only here to notice for a friend of mine, a dear friend, who has been crapped on multiple times. And the only reason he's been crapped on is because he doesn't know any better. I do.
And this is from the
If
guy
anything
who
happens,
paid somebody $6,500 to file fraudulent UCC1 financing statements / commercial liens without security agreements in place against dozens of plaintiffs who took his ass to court. Yeah, and he went to prison for it. So, yeah, let's continue with this sovereign citizen, and I'll get into that here just after the video.
I'm not making a threat, but if I told you I don't want any of you people on this property and you show up there, I know how to handle you. I know how to handle you.
This is sort of beyond what we came prepared to do today. I was not aware that anything like this had ever happened. That was a few years back, I would imagine. I don't know how long it's been, but this this is all news to me, so I'm totally clear on this. Bert, I don't know what else we can do here today. I mean, we can't, I don't think we can do anything on this. I would say, let's table this to the next meeting, or whatever. I don't think we're in a position to actually do anything on this here today.
Right, right.
I agree with you.
Yeah, so with that in mind, let's table this thing. I apologize to you for what's happened. I can certainly understand your frustration. Because, so things happen sometimes, and we don't know why they happen, but,
Yeah, we will table this till the next meeting. And, you know, ultimately in the end, what we would like is for the property to be in a condition that would be, you know, something that the community, it's in a safe condition, and it's in, you know, something that the neighbors, you know, are not having a negative effect from. That's the goal.
Well, I guarantee you, if you leave me alone, I will make that property better than it's ever been.
Okay.
Okay? If you leave us alone and let us do what we're going to do, because although I might look like a country boy, I am far from ignorant. Okay? And although I might look like I don't have any money, I'm a multi-millionaire. I'll buy that whole freaking block if I want to. Okay?
Said the man who had a freaking court-appointed public defender for his direct appeal to the Tennessee Court of Criminal Appeals, and again, the same court-appointed public defender in the Tennessee Supreme Court argument. Oh my God, a multi-millionaire. This dude is so full of shit. Okay? Please, people. Please. Really?
So as far as 50%, and it might not be, it's worth what it's worth to me. Like the gold and silver coins that I pay for stuff with. It has value, and it's the value that I give it. We will repair that property, and if I asked him to do it, he will do it. I don't want this county or this state or this city corporation to mess with this at all. And if in the end, we want your opinion on how well of a job we've done, we will call you, and then you can come out and give us your advice on how good of a job we've done.
Okay.
Are we okay with this?
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now, can I communicate on to the surrounding people of when, you know, you may be doing this and when?
We will start immediately.
Okay.
As soon as the weather is fair, we will start immediately. This man is no fool. He is a great carpenter. Not only that, I am too. I just don't work anymore because I got deep pockets.
So this is something-
Another lie by Christopher Allen Hauser. He doesn't work because he's wealthy. No, he works because he's disabled. He's on disability. He's a freaking liar. Again, Christopher Allen Hauser is a liar. Okay. This is why I don't watch his videos, folks, because, you know, I can't go 10 minutes without busting this guy in lie after lie after lie. Okay. Same thing with Patrick Marino. I could not watch his videos. 5 minutes in, this dude's just ludicrous. Lost his goddamn mind. Sorry, I don't mean to use the Lord's name in vain, but, you know, it just blows my mind how stupid some of you can really be just to follow these people and listen to them without doing your own research, without listening to the words coming out of their own mouths. Okay? This man right here, Christopher Allen Hauser, talking to these four gentlemen in front of you on the screen, okay, just got out of prison on parole from Tennessee for filing fraudulent liens and forgery. and listen to what he says in the last 3 minutes of the video.
Because they're concerned, and, you know, I understand that you all, you know, care about the people that are.
Absolutely. That's why I asked if the lady was having problems.
Right.
My mother-in-law had allergies. I've got the whitest people in the world living in my house, and they are bad with allergies. That's why I asked, was the smoke damage bothering? I'll go in there and I'll tear every board out of that house that's got so much of a black mark on it.
Right, and yeah, she is, and people, there's, you know, a couple of people that directly behind it, and of course you've been to the property, you see how close they are. And then just the, you know, the fear that they have when people are breaking into your place, they are. Because it's, you know, it's open, it's unsecured. So, you know, when they call and they're going to want to know, you know, how this went, and that way I can communicate to them then that you're going to see that property improved and fixed. And
We'll do the same. If you can do that if you want, I can't stop you from that.
Right.
But we will contact the neighbors and we will let them know that their property value is going to increase by what we do.
Yippee! Our property taxes are going to go up because Christopher Allen Hauser is working on his house. Well, you just heard Chris say, because I got deep pockets, I don't have to do all the work anymore, right? But he doesn't do it because we know he's on disability, right? Well, if you go back to, I think, like July or August, and you look on his YouTube, what's Chris doing? He's out there cutting trees down with a chainsaw. Are you disabled, Chris, or are you scamming the system? I don't know. A scammer is always going to be a scammer unless they rehabilitate.
I have some things I need to move, and I probably won't be able to get it moved until.
That doesn't matter.
The middle of December, and after that, then I might have time to work on it.
Okay, and that's fine. Really, you know, what we would like to see is we would like to see, you know, that, like you said, get started as soon as possible. And, you know, we need to see improvements and the building secured and put back into a habitable situation, or just a situation where it can be occupied safely. And, you know, if that can start, let's say in the next 30 to 60 days, and, you know, it can be done, then, you know, go to it.
We'll get it done.
Okay, all right.
Because I don't want a house that's dangerous for me to walk in.
Okay.
I've got minor children.
Right.
You know, I mean, but here's what it really boils down to. You really don't have any concern in the matter. You don't. It's when I come and register the deed. Now we're partners. You see what I'm saying? Ask your city lawyers. Take this recording to your city lawyer. Let them listen to it. We, the people, are the rightful rulers of this country. You all are public servants, and I thank you for the jobs that you do. But you need to understand that the stuff that happened to this man with the other officer coming out and making threats on him, you're going to put me in jail? What crime have I committed? I'm working on my property that I own. What crime have I committed? You're going to take me to jail? He might have should have been schooled a little better. But
Lady's dead now.
yeah, well, maybe for the next inspector that goes on. You guys got to remember, you work for us. I honor the blue. I do. And if I see you in trouble, I will help you. And I am not afraid of getting shot. I've been in combat. I'm not afraid of being shot. We admire and acknowledge you, men in blue and red, and you public officials, for doing what you do. You just got to remember, you got to remember that you're public officials. You work for us. We're the ones that butter your bread.
Sir, do you want us to contact you so that you can attend the other meetings?
I don't need to because of your meetings.
Okay.
I didn't really concern myself with this meeting, other than the fact is he felt uncomfortable. I wanted you all to know that he doesn't own it. He doesn't have a dog in this race anymore. other than he'll be my primary contractor, more than likely, if we can negotiate a good price for his labor.
And just, I guess the only thing that I would ask of you is, would you contact our office and just let us know when you will start working over there?
The day that we start, we will contact your office and let you know that we're working. But I don't want any shenanigans.
No, you
You understand where I'm coming from?
I understand completely. You know, the situation we're trying to solve now is the situation of the state that the building's in, and get it improved for the surrounding community.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, by the end of spring, midsummer, you ain't gonna have a problem with that building anymore.
Okay.
Good deal.
Okay, and
But
that's-
that could have been done before now, if the city people could have been held accountable for their actions. And so, I tried numerous times to do things, and he shot me down every time. And now you say, I gotta do this, or you're gonna tear it down, and you wouldn't let me do it. It's just unbelievable.
That's all right, though. That's in the past.
It's in the past, right?
in the past.
You know, I'm hoping that we don't have any more issues. Because I promise you, I don't sue.
Wait for
I
it.
don't do that. There's other ways around that.
But yeah,
You know, I don't sue, I lien. You understand that? You understand what a lien will do? Of course y'all do. You do it to people's
you,
property all
Chris?
the time. But I thank you for your time. Peace and blessings be upon every one of you.
All righty, there we have it. Chris Allen Hauser. Uh-oh. Did I end this again? I hit the wrong button. Oh no, it ended. Let me get back to. I'm trying to find this window that's disappeared. Yeah, get the meeting. Uh, talk about what?
What I put on that piece of paper.
Okay, hang on. I lost my meeting. I'm trying to get into it. What the hell? Man, I'm sorry, folks. I don't know what the heck is going on with this thing. Showing me it's in progress and I can't get back to the screen. How did that happen? This is crazy. I can't get back to the meeting. This is weird. I mean, I can't get back to the screen so I can function. Turn to meeting. There we go. Stop share. Fine. Man, that was a trip. All right. So you heard what Christopher Allen Hauser said there at the very end, about filing liens. Well, we already know what happened to him about filing liens. Supposed to be no. Yeah, things line back up here. Yeah, we did that. Now, I want to show you why it's so important. Okay. If any one of you have gone in, and if you've previously watched my multi-part series on Christopher Allen Hauser, I go in and I read the record. Okay. And I read the entire record that's available for the public to read. I'm not going to buy his trial record. I don't need to. But when they were popped, they were called the Knoxville Patriots. They made the USA Today newspaper. This is how big this thing was. And while they were awaiting their trial by jury, an incident had happened locally there in Knoxville regarding some other sovereign citizens. Because they had already openly admitted, okay, this is Christopher Hauser and his co-defendants, had openly admitted that they were sovereign citizens. They filed a motion for change of venue, okay? So they would move out of that county into another county where they felt there would be less prejudice on them because of the local news of this latest sovereign citizen incident, which of course was, negative. And they didn't want that negative light to shed on the jury pool when they decided to pick the jury. And of course, it was denied. So what I'm telling you is Christopher Allen Hauser, on the record, under oath, has stated that he is a sovereign citizen. His first video he ever published on YouTube, what does he say? A sovereign shuts down a municipal. He didn't shut them down. Sound like they came to an amicable agreement until he actually started working on the house again, or the property, or whatever that looks like. Okay. And then you heard him again threaten them at the very end. I file liens. Well, Chris, do you have a security interest? You can't just file liens against people for no security interest in place. You have to have a security agreement between two parties or more. Otherwise, you go to prison. Exactly what he went to prison for. Right? This little baby over here. All right. Sovereign. Okay, I'm just in Wikipedia. I just clicked it. It opened. We're going to do a search. Sovereign. What pops up first? Got a state. All right. That's what I was looking for. The drop-down menu. Because obviously sovereign pops up first, but what pops up second? Sovereign citizen movement, anti-government, anti-taxation, conspiracy theorists. What did Chris Hauser just espouse in that entire video? Everything you just saw right there. So let's open that. Yeah, I am sharing. And what's the first thing you see when you open this page? This private plate. Example illustration of a sovereign citizen homemade license plate. Sovereign citizen movement, also the soft sit movement or soft sits. is a loose group of litigants, anti-government activists, tax protesters, financial scammers, and conspiracy theorists based mainly in the United States. Sovereign citizens have their own pseudo legal belief system based on misinterpretations of common law and claim not to be subject to any government statutes unless they consent to them. Does this not all sound like exactly what Christopher Hauser just did in that video? I'm just saying. You guys are more than welcome. You have your own free will. Thank your creator for that, but you better make a wise decision. Y'all would like to continue to follow Christopher Allen Hauser and be labeled a sovereign citizen because that's exactly what he is. And don't think they aren't monitoring him. If he is not actually doing things for a lighter sentence for that IRS trouble he got into that he didn't tell anybody about. Because, Chris is just an honest, trustworthy guy. Good old Chris trying to help the world. Right? See how he's trying to help you? I can just point things out to you folks. Okay? I can't make you read. I can't make you listen. I can't make you watch my videos. I can't make you subscribe. I can't make you hit that notification bell. I can't make you like my videos. I can't even make you like me. And I really don't care if you like me. Because I'm not trying to reach the people that don't like me. I'm trying to reach the people who have eyes to see and ears to hear. And when they open up, they'll hear the message. When they hear the message, their whole dynamics will change. And as long as you folks continue to follow these idiot, moron gurus who consistently lie, okay? If they're not trying to take their money and they're lying, well, they're doing it for popularity. Obviously, they're getting some type of benefit out of this. People just don't do this for freaking free. I do this. I know what it costs to do this. And as you see, I don't solicit donations. If you'd like to send me some money, hey, that's fine. I don't solicit. I try to pay for all this out of my own dang pocket. I get up, I work. I'm a professional stagehand. I've published my stuff on YouTube so you guys can see that I actually do have a real job, that I get up and go to work at all kind of crazy ass hours. Okay. The 22nd, 23rd, I'll be at the Hobby Center, the Seraphim Theater, as a rigger, 2 days on the out for Les Miserables. And then at the end of the month, I'll be at the George R. Brown for Walmart. I'll be rigging that show, which is another big show that'll last probably 2 weeks, 10 days to 2 weeks. So this is what these people are doing to you folks. That's what they're they are, I don't know their motivation, their MO. But I know they're not truthful. They're not honest. They're not leading anybody down to a path of glory, which leads me in a perfect segue into my next illustrious scammer, David Lester Straight. Okay. New video with David Lester Straight, 4 days until the mastermind begins. This, see, I just got this today. Dear Freeman. Oh, here, hang on. Oh, yeah, I am sharing my screen. Sorry. The controls are wonky for some reason. David Straight, Freedom Mastermind. Of course, there's the big time scammer. Here's his co-conspirators. And I'm sure these are the Freeman bot guys that are behind all this, trying to get on David's piggy tails or piggyback or coattails and ride that. All right. Click to play the video above. No, I haven't, and I'm not going to. The David Straight Mastermind Program, set to begin in just 4 days, offers a comprehensive 12-month journey. Okay. He's going to take you on a ride for the next year, and it's going to be a ride. Now let's find out where this ride's going. Okay. A comprehensive 12-month journey towards understanding your financial position and gaining control over your minor estate. Program aims to liberate individuals from the clutches of the system and their contractual obligations. If you are seeking assistance in this endeavor, rest assured that we are here to support you. Our collaboration with David has resulted in the creation of this mastermind program, which will guide you through the necessary process to achieve your goals. By participating in the David Straight Mastermind program, you will gain invaluable knowledge about your standing and learn how to take charge of your minor estate. The program is designed to empower you, ensuring that you are no longer enslaved by the system or bound by unfavorable contracts. Well, let's talk to Bonnie about unfavorable contracts, see how that works out. Which is 12 months of dedicated effort. You can transform your financial situation and regain control over your life. We are committed to helping you throughout this journey, and our collaboration with David Straight ensures that you will receive expert guidance by that constitutional expert that I pointed out in my earlier videos and support to successfully complete the program. Take this opportunity to join us and embark on a path towards financial freedom and independence. Thanks, Freeman. Okay. In just 4 days, those of you foolish enough to part with your funds to pay an idiot who calls himself an American state national, because you associate with him and you paid him, now you're an American state national by association. And what is American state national, Floyd? How do you know what an American state national is? Well, I've got two sources, two independent sources, both from law enforcement. One out of the Carolinas from a state trooper, Carolina state trooper. I can't remember whether it was North or South Carolina, via a former deputy who they used to work together after the Terry Soms SWAT explosion at her front door when she decided to rehabilitate her foreclosed and sold home because she followed Anna von Reitz Society in America and lost her house. Had it sold, got evicted, went back, broke in, rehabilitated it, had to have SWAT team come literally blow the door off the house to get her out and found a firearm. And guess what license plates were on all the cars sitting outside? Max's plates out of Vegas that state American State National. Boom. The blotter went out nationwide to every law enforcement agency. That's how I got that information. Next, just by crazy happenstance, I'm in San Juan, Puerto Rico, at Planet Fitness working out. Just get in there, just getting my deadlift workout on. I'm pissed off because they don't have any heavy weights there. And I've got to use like, I don't know, think 65-pound dumbbells, which is like nothing. So that's all they had. And I'm just getting into my sweat, and the guy next to me starts talking to me. You know, I've got my earbuds in. I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he wants to have a conversation. I'm, oh, okay. So I start talking to him, find out he's a real estate agent. He's from the States. His brother's still there. Brother has a real estate company, brought him over to work for the real estate company because all the real estate agents in Puerto Rico are lazy and they don't want to work. They're not hustlers. They're not grinders. They're lazy. They hit that one lick and they're done for a year or two until they got to go back and sell another property. They brought him there to actually get something done. But while we're talking, his buddy walks up. He goes, "Oh, that's my buddy, an attorney." And I'm like, "Oh, cool, attorney." Oh, I got now we're talking my language. What field of law you practice? Government. I mean, you're an attorney for a government. Yeah, he works for the Department of Homeland Security. So far, this guy hadn't answered the question yet that I'm asking him. His buddy is, okay, the guy that I've been having this conversation with. So I'm like, Homeland Security, attorney, Homeland Security. Boom, light bulbs start going off. Boom. I've got two questions for you. That was it. Okay. First one. Are American state nationals the new sovereign citizens? Ooh, man. Confirm that. how come y'all haven't arrested the Bidens? And that dude really wanted to be someplace else other than Planet Fitness in San Juan, Puerto Rico at that moment. Because he couldn't answer the question because they have a stand down. Absolutely. Okay. So I got it from two independent sources, two totally different places, two different times. There you go. Okay. You want to tag on to an American state national, i.e., sovereign citizen, jump on with David Lester Straight and his gang. You want to spend the next 12 months of your life going nowhere? Get with David Lester Straight. So let me stop share and let me go back over there because I want to go back to a previous video, previous email that I got from this clown. Because he's just blowing people up, man. He is just straight hustling. These guys, they're greedy. They want $1 million. They're probably going to get it. You see, I got this from the 12th. So every day I'm getting at least one video. New videos from David Straight. Watch David's new videos. All right. Dear Freeman, we are excited to announce that we have received 4 new videos from David Straight. These videos will provide valuable insights and information leading up to the start of the mastermind next Tuesday, the 16th. To ensure you don't miss out on this opportunity, we encourage you to join today and take advantage of the $1,000 discount on the year-long weekly mastermind. How much does this motherfucking 12-month program actually cost, David Lester Straight? If you're knocking $1,000 off, it's got to be like at least a $5,000 program, I would think. How many of you are going to be foolish and gullible enough to frickin' fall for this stupid ass crap? Really? It's going to save you $1,000 for free information that you can go get on yourself. Okay. Because when I get into the next subject, you're going to see it all. And the only person that I know, and I know everybody, and if I don't know them, I know somebody who can pick up a phone and call them and we can have a conversation. Absolutely. The only person I know that's even close, is Jesse. And where's Jesse? Well, he's probably on my 3rd floor or he's out on my patio smoking a cigarette. And when I get into this next scammer, you'll understand. Okay. And when I break everything off to you, because remember, I'm telling the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God. That's how I roll, folks. When I tell you things, I mean it. Serious. I've called David out. David's scamming. I promise you. If this thing continues, David, you're going to force Fearless Floyd to put a little grief in your life. I'm going to say that. Okay. I'm going to stress you out, bro. Because you're just taking people down a road to nowhere. You cannot access a minor estate. The 2 clowns that you saw in the previous picture with David Lester Straight cannot access their minor trust accounts. You want to know why I know that? I live in the 4th largest city in the United States of America, Houston, Texas, Harris County. Population easily 4 million. Highly congested. I'm doing a live video. If you're coming over, come over. I don't remember where I was. That's why I don't like being interrupted. I hate when people. I should turn my phone off. 4th largest city in the United States. I remember where I was at. I just don't remember where I was going with that. Maybe y'all can help me out. Um, Dave Lester Strait, live in the fourth largest city. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll move on to the next one. Anyway, uh, you know, oh, I was talking about the minor estates. Then I got into Jesse. Read the chats. Y'all remember where I was? Help me out there. Post it in the chat. So, um, man, I'm right on the borderline of where I was. It keeps hitting the front of my brain and bouncing off. All right. So I covered David Lester Strait. All right. Um, all right. Right here, what you're looking at now, this is part of a package of instruments that I received from Emma Jean Mueller, okay, who put me in contact with Bill Pittman. Some of you don't know who Bill Pittman is. He's over on Telegram, Bill's Ideas. Okay. I know Bill Pittman. Of course, I got kicked out of his group, Bill's Ideas. What happens when you tell the truth? You get kicked out. So, allegedly, all this paperwork that you're looking at is the application paperwork needed to submit to obtain a white card or black card from the Treasury or IRS, whatever. Okay. The story that Bill told me personally over the phone and multiple hours long conversation, because Bill's the one who turned me on to the 1099-A process a year before Christopher Hauser. Actually, Chris was still in prison in Tennessee when I did the 1099-A process. For 3.5 months, I didn't pay my bills. And boy, that turned into a shit show. So Bill told me that he was a group of people, didn't tell me where, that had filed this paperwork, and everyone else that filed with him, and it was, I believe, 8 or 9 people total, including Bill, everyone else except Bill obtained their cards. I was never informed who those people were. That's basically all the information that I have that I can provide to you regarding that. Bill told me that even if he did get the knock on the door or the visit or whatever that looks like, um, that he probably would not accept it, that he liked continuing to teach everybody and he liked doing what he does because he's a professionally, by livelihood, he's a welder, and he travels around to these rural farms, ranches, etc. in Wisconsin, and welds, and gets free gas from some of the places that have their own fuel reserves. So he says he likes what he does, and he, probably wouldn't accept the card because, you got to be under the NDA, allegedly. Right? So I've been doing this for quite a while, over a decade now. And like I said, I know everybody. And I don't know anyone. And I've never even heard of anyone who's obtained access to their minor trust. And I'm going to dive into more of this. I want to explain to you what that looks like. As you remember, at the beginning of last year, I decided I was going to take on a task of hopefully creating a show or a program of shows that could eventually carry themselves called Live to Five. And I did that for about 3.5 months until I just literally burned myself out and got so stressed out, behind, that, by the summer, I was a mess. By July, I was just so stressed out. It was pathetic. August, I was like, man, I got to get out of here. I can't be here anymore. I got to go somewhere. So I got online, booked a 3-week trip to Puerto Rico. I took 2 backpacks, and that's it. And I walked everywhere or Ubered, did the little electric scooters for 3 weeks. And it took me literally 2 weeks to completely de-stress, to wake up and not have a thought about Houston, Texas, or being Fearless Floyd, or having to do a video, or having, to do something, get up, go to work, nothing. So that last week I was there, I got sick for a couple days. That put me down. And then when I finally came up, I was, going home in 48 hours and, everything kind of melancholy. So it was a little different. But the stress level, I can tell you for a fact that had you given me a card, here's a fucked up debit card. Had you given me a card with unlimited spending ability, I would have never come back. I would have never gotten on YouTube again. Well, I probably would have got on YouTube and done some videos, but I'm not trying to teach anybody anything. I want to go live my life happily ever after, stress free, just like I was in Puerto Rico. And if you have access to your minor estate, why do you need other people's money? Why would you take another year out of your life to teach other people? I understand doing humanitarian things, but now you have unlimited wealth and you can go do a lot of other humanitarian things. I promise you, you won't even take the time to teach your own wife, husband, spouse, sibling, offspring, parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews. No. You are going to be the Mac daddy or the Mac mama, the patriarch or matriarch, respectively, of your family. And you're going to take care of everybody that needs to be taken care of. They need a house, you're going to buy them a house. They need a condo, you're going to buy them a condo. They need a car, you're going to buy them a car. They need a truck, you're going to get them a truck. They need to go to college, you're going to pay for their college. You're running the show. You set up the trust for them, take care of them. They violate the conditions and term conditions you set for the trust, you revoke everything, take it all away from them. Pump, you're out. Same thing with your friends. Everybody's going to want to be your friend. You'll have more friends than you can ever want in your entire life. You'll never want again. You'll be able to go eat anything you want, wherever you want, anytime you want. Even if they're closed, you can have the restaurant opened explicitly for you. Yeah, with the executive chef cooking your meal, not just the cooks. So what are you going to do? Are you going to be on Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, BitChute, Telegram, TikTok, peddling your wares? Or are you going to be off, riding off in the sunset going, Kumbaya, baby! Yippee! Took me a long time to get here. I'm finally here. think I'm gonna go relax now. I think I'm gonna wake up and not have to study or not have to jump on a Telegram group or a Zoom, right? Or study some paperwork or crack open the Black Law Dictionary. Am I making sense to you? Is everything ringing true? These people charging you hundreds and thousands of dollars and doing these subscription bullshit. Garbage. Trash. Sorry. I'm going to offend some people out there, associates, but it is what it is. Now, as a workman worthy of his hire, absolutely. If I produce a document and it's my document, I produced it, I should be paid for it. It's my material, right? Well, Bill here heard that somebody was selling his paperwork. Wonder who? Not me. Remember, I've been sitting on it for over 2 years. Remember? Yeah. So, not me. Who else could it be? Who else does Bill know has that paperwork? Well, obviously Emma, and then there's Tyler, but y'all don't know who Tyler is because Tyler's probably in prison by now. Tyler ran with John Kennedy French in that little group up north in Dallas, Fort Worth. I told you I know everybody. So, could be Emma. I don't know. I don't know what the hell she's doing. I know she is scamming. But one other person that Bill knew had this paperwork was Jesse. And if you don't know who Jesse is, I'm speaking of Jesse Wayne Henley. You can go find him on Telegram. He's there. He's on Telegram now, probably. Okay. Bill and Jesse were in one of the Telegram chat rooms, and Bill called Jesse out. Hey, are you selling my material? No, Bill, of course not. Oh, well, I thought you were. No, that's not what we do. I can't tell you how many free instruments I have sent people. Hundreds, if not thousands. Y'all guys, y'all see it in the video. Y'all ask me, send me a video or email asking for it, and I send it to you. If you want to pay me for it, come on. Okay, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. Spread the wealth. I just want somebody to win. I want somebody to get there. And when they get there, say, hey, you know what, Floyd? You helped me out. You're one of the stepping stones. You're the truth. So, hey, here's a little bone for you. Thanks, bro. Appreciate you looking out for me, man. Congratulations, by the way, on getting where you needed to go. I'm glad I could have been there, be a part of that. That's how I look at things. Bad Wolf posted something in Telegram. So I'm not going to show you the entirety of this document or the entirety of these instruments because they're Bill's. They're not mine. But I can show you what these have become, and I can show you who is selling it, Bill. Uh-huh. So when I did my videos on Emma G. Mueller and Mary Margaret Beaver, guess who contacted me and told me to take them down? Bill Pittman. I'm like, what? I go, excuse me, Bill? I believe you have your own Telegram channel, which I got kicked out of. Okay, which I really don't care whether I participate or not because y'all aren't talking about anything anyway. And you're damn sure not going to come over here on my YouTube channel and tell me what the hell I can post and publish and talk about. Absolutely not. You go do what you need to do. I go do what I need to do. No, those videos are not ever coming down, period. Unless Google pulls them. That's it. Otherwise, they're staying there. I've asked both of them to come on the show. Emma, she refused. her mom posted, or no, her aunt posted, her aunt got ripped off by Emma too. That's what Emma does. She's a parasite. She's a grifter. She scams people. That's the only thing she knows how to do. She's a liar. That woman has never run a freaking corporation in her entire life. And if you met her and talked to her, you would completely understand that woman has never run a business in her life. Nothing of value. Definitely nothing that brought in, $1 million a year. Nothing close to that. So I told him that definitely wasn't coming down. Well, one about Mary Margaret, that needs to come down. No, 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 no. No, Bill. Absolutely not. Wrong guy. I tell you, folks, okay? They gave me the name Fearless. I didn't, it wasn't like I was sitting in my cell one day, man, I need a fucking nickname. I got to be all gangster. Remember, that was my third time down, so I didn't need a nickname. I was Floyd. And then Michael Wayman Wilson, still in prison. Go look him up. Michael Wayman, Waymon Wilson, on the Ramsey 1 unit. That was my cellie. That's who gave me the moniker Fearless Floyd. He kept telling me, man, they're going to come make you disappear, Floyd. They're going to make you disappear. You ain't got no family out there care about you. You ain't got no friends. You get visits. Everybody gave up on me. Man, he's got 60 years. That dude's never getting out, man. He's gone forever. Well, I did 14 years and 2 months flat, and I got out, and I didn't survive. I've thrived. And what's sad is I've watched all the people who've been out here who don't listen to me, and they're withering on the vine. It's sad. Obviously, I'm making some right decisions. Okay. I get other people's opinions, and I value other people's opinions. And I'm not always right. And I know I'm not the smartest guy in the room. And if I am the smartest guy in the room, I'm changing rooms. I don't want to be the smartest guy in the room. That's why I created this channel. That's why I interview some of the people that I interview. I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I am very smart. I am extremely intelligent. And I can't wait till I get my daughter on here and you guys can experience her. And if you think I'm wickedly intelligent, that girl makes me look like a biker. Oh, yeah. And getting her PhD in psychology. Oh, yeah. 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 So every conversation I have with her, I'm like, I got to vet everything she's saying. She's manipulating me. She's good at that. So we're going to move on to our next illustrious scammer. It's not Imogene Mueller. It is Mary Margaret Beaver. This is her package that you have to subscribe to her channel to obtain. Divine Creator Canon. Okay. Where have you seen all this? Public notice, notice of claim of parent of heir, not the heir apparent, will and testament. Okay. There's some stuff that have been added on here that did not come from Bill, but there's some stuff on here who did come from Bill. Not only did it come from Bill, it came from this very house. Right there. Right here. Absolutely. Well, how can you prove that, Floyd? It's going to go down. What's this? The heck is that? Probably a little bit too much. All right. We see here. With explicit reservation of all rights, without prejudice, non-assumptive, non-domiciled, non-resident, non-person, made in good faith, with good conscience, and good reason, without the United States, 28 USC 1746, parentheses 1. Micro printing. Heir apparent. Where are these terms coming from? Where's that stuff coming from? Well, heir apparent comes from Jesse Wayne Henley himself. Okay? But what I'm trying to explain to you, folks, is that Mary Margaret Beaver has been in telegram rooms with Jesse Wayne Henley. And this is material came from Jesse Wayne Henley. Does this not look like the same thing from Bill Pittman's paperwork? Is this not Bill Pittman's paperwork? With some micro printing right here? Right? And this is supposed to get you access to your minor trust. So what they've done is taken Bill's paperwork and they've added to it like people want to do, put in their own little 2 cents and tweak it here, tweak it there. So they've gotten out of the original instruments, which allegedly, according to Bill, were successful for everybody but Bill. So they want to fix something that ain't broke, allegedly. This is what I talk about. When people get a hold of stuff and they tweak it to make it their own, and sometimes they break it and it's non-functionable. And then they sell it as a functionable product and it never works for anybody. And everybody's like, well, why didn't it work after you spent 6 to 12 months? Because they changed it. What's that say? Mary Margaret. Okay. I'm fixing to show you some more stuff to back up everything I'm telling you. Okay. They've thrown in some other stuff in here. Wow. What does this flag represent? Okay. That's a sovereign citizen flag, folks. If you want to call it a peace flag, hey, knock yourself out. It's been stolen, it's been sullied, and it is what it is. More than welcome to keep flying it. I don't know why you just don't fly the American flag without yellow gold fringe and say, hey, that's my real country. The one with the yellow gold fringe, that's their country. That's not the one we want to be involved with. So here you are again, trying to reinvent the wheel, labeling yourself when you shouldn't be. I keep telling y'all throw this stuff, man. And, these folks, just like the 4 people in Chris Hauser's video, they hear the dog whistle words and like, man, that's sovereign citizen shit. Man, we don't listen to this guy. He's just going to cause a whole bunch of trouble. Now he's threatening to file liens against us. This guy lost his mind. In the same state he did it in prior. All right. So if you go to YouTube and you type in the word microprinting and you hit search, like I did, this is what you're going to get. Okay. Of course, you see the microprinting they use in currency. People also watched. Oh, huh. Who's this guy? How to apply a byline and microprinting. 2 years ago.
Yes, it is. Uh, I like how it starts. Recording in progress. Okay. All right, kids, welcome to the Fearless Floyd Show. I am your host, Fearless Floyd. As person executing the contract
That's
is
the
signing
part. I'm getting a microprinting.
this guy right here, Floyd Pleasant Carbon IV, the all capital name. That's why I put this, because I am the authorized representative. Now, let's get into that authorized representative stuff. Okay. Now, right here, you see my byline, you see my signature, you see the copyright. Of course, it's in red because I'm signing in blood. That's flesh and blood living man.
Okay.
Now,
I don't think we need to see any more, do we? That's where the byline microprinting came from. Right there. 2 years ago. All right. So how did this get on Bill Pittman's paperwork? Jesse Wayne Henley. Floyd, you just connected dots. Amazing. You're so good. Right? Mary Margaret Beaver is a thief. She's a scammer and a grifter. I can't make it any clearer, folks. She's selling other people's material as her own, telling you you can get somewhere that she's not sure that she can get, with instruments that I can damn sure tell you are not the ones that were used to obtain a white and or black card by Bill Pittman and his group. So, Mary Margaret Beaver, go sit down somewhere and shut the fuck up. Sorry. Did I say that politely? With kindness? So, and the reason I bring this up is because, all ask me about these people. And I tell you privately what I think. There's other guys out there and gals who are scamming people. I know they're scamming people, but I haven't profiled you yet because I need to obtain a little bit more evidence, because I have to have the hard, cold facts. I have to bring you the truth. I can't bring you rumors, hearsay, gossip. No. I have to show you in black and white. That's how I roll. You're more than welcome to follow these people. You have free will again. You can follow Mary Margaret Beaver. You can subscribe. You can pay. Do whatever you want. But as I pointed out, those are not the original instruments. They've been Mary Margaret Beaverized. And she's selling Bill's material. And Bill accused Jesse of doing it. And then asked me to take down the video. So how screwed up is that scenario? Now, we can get to the whole Bill Pittman story. Is that our actual, real, true, authentic story? We didn't know. What we have been able to secure is at least one other set of documents from Wisconsin. Okay. So let me go over here to Bill stuff. Okay. All this was filed in Wisconsin. And I'm going to show you another little thing. Okay. So the other set that I do have, it's, I believe, right over there with Bill's, is the full set exactly like this. Almost a carbon copy. Some of the instruments are changed, like, baptismal, birth certificate, the original birth certificate, certificates of live birth, et cetera, et cetera. Those kind of interchange with who has access to what, who still retains what. But for the most part, boom, here it is. This is what you're looking at. They're all the same. So when Jesse obtained that, because what you probably don't know is Jesse opened up 50 different Telegram rooms, one for each state of the union, fulfilled it with people that were residents of those states or born in those states who had a concern with that state in the birth certificate process. They did their research in all 50 states. So I want to show you something again to show you that somebody is a fraud. They've stolen paperwork from somebody else and they were selling it as their own. And I'm going to show it to you. Will you answer the front door, Jesse? Thank you. All right, I'm getting there. All right. Let's see where Miss okay. So she filed in California, right? And all she did was just change up her information. I'm sure she left this the same. But there it is again. I'm going to show you the fallacy in this paperwork right now. And when I point it out to you, you're like, oh, Floyd, man, dude, you so suck. You just ruined it for everybody who subscribed and filled out this paperwork and who has filed it. You got bamboozled. You got taken. Go get your money back. You got scammed. Okay. And where's it at? Ah. Ding, 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 ding. You see that word right there? Legacy file number. California does not have a thing called legacy file numbers. Go look it up. Nor do the other 48 states of the United States of America. Only one state uses the legacy file number. Guess which state that is? Wisconsin. Bullshit paperwork, folks. I keep telling you, listen to me. I expose the scammers. I go through their paperwork word by word. I break it down. I do my own research because I am so knowledgeable, because I know so many people, because you guys send me this stuff. I'm able to vet it. I'm able to do the process and see if it works or not. So thank you for that. Continue to send me your information. Please do. All right, let me go over here to the chat, see what you guys got going, man. Y'all just been beating it up over here since I last posted. Shenanigans. He's just an old country boy, you know, multimillionaire, ain't got to work no more. That's Chris Hauser. Yeah, he don't even get on here and lie. I have a friend who just came over and that's who was at the door.
Couldn't help but laugh to that.
Dude, it's fucking, it's just such a joke. It's just like a long running comedy skit. That's why I've made like almost 12 videos on this guy.
I just came from it.
Oh, did you?
You couldn't get more stupid.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's the Texans play in an hour.
Again, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
Kicks off.
Yeah, well, 3:30 is game start.
They'll probably have some killings up.
Oh, God.
Cops that don't do nothing. What are you here for?
All right, Johnny Grow lately. Welcome back. Hadn't seen you in a hot minute. Nature's Own. Thank you for stopping in. Derek is a scammer. That would be Derek Gonzalez. Derek Shaunton Gonzalez. I thought he may have had some good information. Then again, you never know till it comes to light. You know, you have to be aware of the people trying to talk a good game, who spit verbiage out so fast that you can hardly keep up with it. Okay. If they're trying to sound smarter than you, more likely than not. They are probably smarter than you, but they don't have the answer. They want that authoritative power position by espousing and presenting that they're smarter than you, that they have all the answers. And believe me, if you had all the answers, you're not going to be watching this YouTube video. You're not going to be like entertaining Derek Shelton Gonzalez or anybody else. I told you, you're going to ride off into the sunset with your toes in the sand and a pina colada in your hand, and the most smokingest hot companion that you can find with the money that you can afford to pay for. I think I'm not kidding. That's what I'm going to go do. Absolutely. All right, Johnny. Anyone know an attorney that isn't afraid to go after corrupt police, business, and town council? Need help bad? Equal protection might have police line under oath, etc. Johnny, no. It is a sad commentary on the world today that nobody wants to hold anybody else accountable. And you're not isolated. You're not the Lone Ranger. This is happening, nationwide. As you know, I talk to people all day, every day from across the country. So I'm giving you what the pulse of the nation is. Johnny, can you gather info from the law library at the courthouse and go talk to the prosecutor? I have Black's Law 11th and 2023 criminal and traffic law manual. The manual is difficult to navigate. I think I have adult ADHD. Okay. Where you at, Johnny? Apparently you got some issue going on. You can hit me up in Telegram. Try to deal with it there. I have audio and video. I just need somebody that will listen that is outside of what seems to be a pretty big county-wide RICO bubble. There are, man, just this whole country's in the middle of this RICO conspiracy on all levels. It's corporations, Congress, the judicial branch. I mean, Hunter, the Bidens. That's a thing. Let's see. Dana, Werfer, New Jersey. Not sure what state you're in. Action judge, pay attorney. Like y'all are having a conversation, which is cool.
Where's Sasha?
Rick, probably out on the patio.
Oh.
If I could post it here, I would, because it's effective. Yeah. Rick, apparently, they're having successes over there with their group. I haven't vetted their process. I haven't even seen it, haven't watched any of their videos. So I am, as I tell you, I don't know. That's my answer. I can't provide you any information beyond what I've just done. She's an attorney representing people in the COVID BS. Oh, okay. Oh, attorney got some balls. Will be somebody. I receive government briefs daily to better know my enemy. Yeah, absolutely. You better know what your enemy's up to. You better know what they're going to move before they move. Caveats, more story, I had no money. Just evidence that at least start a major investigation. Equal protection is a thing. Yeah, I agree with that. Oh, shit. That sucks, Rick. And you got Chris Hauser kicked out of your own group. Oh, well, you can answer them any way you want, Rick. I hope you answer them honestly, because, the video doesn't lie. Rewind video. Yeah, we can do a conversation time you want. Let's see, the collective. Yeah, just go look at reporttothegovernor.com. I tell everybody to go there. Hey, Steven, what's up, brother? Yeah, we need to get together, man, and do like a joint thing for the Hilligus case, Steven, because apparently you're not getting much traction on your videos. The one I produced, I think it's got like 700 views now, which it probably actually has closer to 3,000, I would guess, with the shadow banning. All you have to do is just look at the multiply the likes by, like 90, and that'll give you probably how many views I should have on average. And the thing is the algorithm that YouTube has in place to shadow ban people, it only affects the views. It doesn't affect the likes. So when you see more likes than views, you know that channel's being shadow banned. I don't necessarily think that we're all in trouble. The more aware and awake you are up to what's really going on will allow you to be head and shoulders above the populace, the hoi polloi. I think I have Discord. I'm on another computer. Okay. Yes, definitely. All right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you can see it in real time. So let me jump over to one more thing before I close this out. I'm going to eat. I was hoping to go to the gym before the Texans game, but that's not happening today. So this is the instrument that I filed a couple days ago. The actual email went out today. But as you see, treason against the state of Texas. And that's 101. Rules package. As you see, I have it all right here. And you see the date, 12/2/2022. And that's when it got scanned into the system. I had it before that. I had the paper copies, physical copies. Um, 000. As you see, this will be the last page, page 16 of 16. See my copyright notice down here, properly dated 2024. And what do you see right here? I micro printing. And here's a little tip for you guys that is not in Mary Margaret Beavers, okay? Because you got the old one. Now, all of my micro printed lines have a specific statement in there. And you should include it on every instrument that you utilize, that you create on your own, regardless of where it is. And please add this statement from now on. Void where prohibited by law. There you go, folks. Y'all have a nice Saturday. It's freaking was gorgeous.
It is.
Still gorgeous?
Beautiful. I just drove over here.
Oh, wow.
Don't get on the freeway.
Yeah, it's just spanking gorgeous here in Houston, Texas. For those of you who are confined to inclement weather up north, man, I still don't understand why you guys live up there. It makes no sense to me. I could not do that. Yeah. There should be a period right there, not a comma. Typo. All right. Well, again, thank you for being here. Y'all have any questions before I cut out, guys, gals? Everybody in the chat, thank you for participating. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys learned something, a little bit more about these scammers out there running, trying to tear your heads off and give you nothing but shit. That you're going to get a shit sandwich. Right here, I'd show y'all her. That's one of my ex-girlfriends, but there's nudity involved, and I can't. So y'all can actually see her name, right? Y'all go look her up. Shay Marks. All right. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Without you, I'd just be sitting here talking on my laptop in my formal dining room. So appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, reach out to me, Stephen. Do you have my, you can email me if you don't have my phone number, get it from somebody. It's on my website. It's actually published in YouTube. That's what's my social security number, driver's license number, prison ID number, certificate of life number, all my information's on YouTube. Rick, Steven, y'all reach out and let's schedule something. For everybody else, thanks. Have a safe and happy weekend, everybody. I use Telegram because if you're a paid subscriber to Telegram, you can move 4 gigs of data at one time seamlessly in a minute or two for it to download. That's why. So I can take a video, 4 or 5 hour video and shoot it to somebody, which you can't do in an email. That's why I use Telegram. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you being here. If your team's in the playoffs, rooting for you. We're doing the Cinderella story down here in Houston, Texas, with the Texans. We're just blown away that they're actually in the playoffs. It's pretty crazy. So there you have it. There are the scammers. Stay away from them. Avoid them. If you have a scammer that you want me to investigate and profile, please contact me at the Fearless Floyd Show at yahoo.com. Give me your phone number, your email. We'll get in contact. If you have his documents, you can send them as attachments. I'll look at them. We'll have a discussion, make a plan forward if there is a path to go forward. And I'll profile them on my show and present them to everybody. Exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it, how they're doing it, and what they're charging for people. If you have a photograph of these scammers and as much information that you can provide to me, sorry about that, that I can present to other people, that would be very helpful and assistance to everybody else. So this is kind of what I do. I want to point these scams out. I want to point the inconsistencies, the lies, the misdirection, the psychological operations that these folks are playing on you. The cults. I didn't even get into Patrick Marino. I shut that fool down. Dismantled his whole operation. He's on Facebook over there, posting on Facebook now, interacting just like everybody else, trying to be the guru. He's nothing. He's a pissant, lying, cheating, scamming piece of crap. Avoid him at all costs. Again, thank you, everybody. Yeah. Hey, Freedom Fighter, you just caught us at the tail end. You're going to have to go back and rewatch the video. But anyway, for everybody out there, again, thank you. Have a safe and happy weekend. Stay safe, stay warm. If you have inclement weather, there's no reason to get out and go play in any of this stuff unless you're going to go sledding or snow skiing. Otherwise, stay indoors, stay warm, stay safe. Peace in the Middle East. And for those of you who didn't sit through the whole video, here's another Easter egg. I'm not going to tell you what the date is, what it's for, but somebody reached out to me anonymously, well, just with a pseudonym, and gave me some information. The title, the distinction that they used of who they were was and I quote, a white hat lawman, close quote. They didn't know who I was. They've never seen my videos. February 7th, February 8th,